Okay, welcome back. Thanks for joining. Hope you had a great Saturday. Getting kicked off here, obviously a little bit late, about 20 minutes or so. The game before us was actually these two teams, but the 15-year-old version. It was the Riders and the Anaheim Junior Ducks, the 15s, and it was 3-3 with about 2 minutes left, and then Anaheim scored the game winner at about 2 minutes, and that was the end of the story there. Hopefully, we're going to rewrite that history. And it looks like we've got Owen, Landon, Chase up front, Lars, and James on defense. So, facing off against the Junior Ducks tonight. Thanks again for tuning into the broadcast. Puck is won back by Anaheim. They get it up. Senya picks it off and gets it across the blue line, but it comes back off the blue line and then back in for an offside. He's yelling at Chase, knock it off. I don't know what he was doing. Knock it off, yeah. Getting right on him. There's a pickup by Owen. Owen wrapped around, saved by their goalie. Good opportunity. There's a pick off by James right in front of the bench. Tries to get it across the blue line. Kid punches it out. Picked up by Chase. Chase backhands it around to Lars. Lars backhands it off to Senya. Senya gets it to Lincoln. Lincoln shoots one, gets deflected off a defender. And, excuse me, Chase gets an opportunity at it as well, and that puck is flicked out into the Anaheim bench for a whistle. So next line is out there, trudging. Cade and Lincoln up front, and Bjorn and TJ on defense. Ryan takes a draw. Puck went back again to Anaheim, and TJ slams it down deep into the zone. Lincoln comes up, runs right into the ref, and then I think Ryan picked up the loose change, shot it towards the net. Lincoln into our zone. Kid goes around Bjorn. Puck is left there. Bjorn and he go down, and then Caden comes in, does a nice job letting Ryan take that puck away in the far corner. Gets it to Caden. Caden looking for Lincoln, but he didn't pass it. He's trying to double clutch it, and it does it about 3 times. Whoa, it looked like, holy cow, Phillip is in net, and he just made the first big save of the night. Up to Lincoln. Lincoln shoots one. They were offside. But Lincoln put one on net. Glove saved by their goalie. However, it was just offside. So good pressure from that one. That line, and the next line comes in. That is Riddick at center. Colt is off the far side. Jackson is on the near side, and Kane back with Xander on defense. Riddick wins it back. Nice win, Riddick. Kane punches it into the zone. Their goalie grabs it behind the net, and he flings it off to the far boards. Xander pinches down, gets it to Colt. Colt loses it at his feet, and they kick it around to Jackson. Jackson in the near corner. Jackson at the hash. He chips it back up, but Kane was not anticipating that. Xander comes over and flicks it deep down into the zone. And why? That didn't hit the net. Or was that icing? I don't know. Here's the red line, which you can barely see. Yeah, that was icing. So it wasn't too far off. I didn't really think it was too egregious. However, the ref did. 14:55 left in the first period. 0-0 is the score right now. And I do have my board up, my scoreboard. And it is correct in terms of periods, unlike last night. Xander takes a slap shot around behind the net, and that's going to be icing again. No, waved. Jackson gets there. Jackson centering pass. Nobody there to connect with it. Picked up by Anaheim on the far boards, and then sent out, tipped through our D Now it's a foot race. Xander bodies the kid off, but then absorbs a little bit of a check. They get it out of the zone back to Anaheim D. Anaheim is ranked number 28 nationwide. Riders are 61. We just beat the 25th ranked team, being Phoenix. So we did that last night. We should be able to do it again today. This one's not ranked as high as the team we just beat last night. Oh, through James's glove, back down, and that will be icing against Anaheim. Puck comes back down into the offensive zone. So the Ducks are ranked 28, Riders 61. We just beat 25. We dropped one to Omaha, which was 27 ranked. But we should have won that one. That was our first game this weekend, Friday noon time, whatever it was. Jacob is out there, Jack is out there, and Fisher are out there. Lars and James on defense. Anaheim picks it up and skates it out. They go wide side into the zone in front of the Riders bench. Centering pass doesn't connect. Picked up by Jacob. Jacob backhands it up off the glass, and it's almost going to hit Jack. They kick it back down into the Riders zone, and that will be an icing. And then just for interest's sake, I'll run through some other numbers with you. So talking about other Colorado teams, Okanagan is number 4th nationwide, so not too bad. Next in line is Rampage. They're at 46. T-Birds are behind us at 63, and the Riders are 61. So that's kind of how things stack up. In my opinion, we should be in the 20s at least. We've just dropped a bunch of games recently that we should not have. Lannon, Lars over to James. James in front of the bench. He moves it up. Interrupted by an Anaheim player. Back to James. He sends it to Lars, and just overskates that. Anaheim comes down, takes it behind our net. Centering pass. Kid is there. He should have backhanded that one, but he wanted to turn to the forehand, and then he couldn't connect with it. Now he's ridden off into the corner by Owen. Up at the point, they have it. He just dumps it down, rings it around to the near boards for Landon to take, and he was trying to hit Chase. Senya does hit Chase, and Chase is in the zone. Ryan is out there. Landon picks it up, and Landon makes a run for it. He goes wide, far corner, pulls around, gets interrupted, centering pass, nobody home. Bjorn pinches down but loses the blue line. Now it's a 2-on-1 going the other way. Shot. Kid misses it high and wide, luckily. Bjorn takes it. Bjorn making a move. Bjorn goes to the hash. Centering pass. Hits Ryan. Puck is in front. Caden's there, batting it down. Swings it in. Shot off the goalie. Picked up by Anaheim D and then taken out. Nice check by Caden. Bjorn takes one, bangs it off the boards and gets it down deep. Lincoln comes around behind the net. Takes it. Lincoln looking for help. He hits Bjorn. Bjorn, just misses wide right of the net. Back to the point where Lincoln is. Bounces it down to Ryan. Down to Caden in the corner. Down to Lincoln. Lincoln sends it back up to Ryan at the hash. Back down to Lincoln. Chips over his stick, but Ryan is there. Centering pass. Can't hit Ryan, and they get it out of the zone for an icing. So that's pretty damn good play from that line, I would have to say. Nice job. Good pressure down low. Riddick, Colt, and Jackson up, as well as Kane and Xander on defense. Riddick's going to take the draw in the offensive zone to the right of the goalie. This ref, this big guy right here, he's the one that has all the problems. He's telling everybody what to do, and he bounces their center. Riddick kicks it back. Picked up by Anaheim, skated out of the zone, 3-on-2, developing. Centering pass, batted aside by Xander, and then Xander pressures him, but they have it behind our net. Kid's looking for something. Nice stick by Jackson to pick up that interrupted pass, but then he gets picked, and he does a beautiful pass to Colt. off the backhand. Blind pass on the backhand. He hit Colt. This kid walks down. Xander pushes him aside. There's a centering pass, doesn't connect with the trailer. And then they keep it alive, send it down behind the net, and it's off the back of the net. Still there, loose. Riddick grabs it. He does the, what is that called? Oh, there's a tripping call, but no ref has an arm raised. Kane, ooh, nice pass up to Jackson. Jackson gets across the blue line, and then he circles around. He gets bumped down right in front of the bench, and then who was that? Fisher was down too. Ooh, partial breakaway. Shot. Score for Anaheim. Don't know where that one went exactly, but it's 1-0. All right. Okay, who do we have out there? Fisher, Jacob Smith, Jack Stewart. On defense, we've got Lars and James. Puck drop, loose, picked up by Anaheim, sent deep, held up by Phillip behind the net. Phillip, there's a little miscommunication, and then, oh, fortunately, it gets past their D's stick. Jacob goes fast after him, picked up by Anaheim in neutral ice. Capon, number 91, I think I remember him from last year. The kid's pretty decent. There's a good job by Lars to tie him up, though, and pick the puck away. Sent out by Fisher. Fisher gets it deep into the zone, and Jack Stewart goes hard up after it, and he crushes his guy up into the boards. Fisher is there, but we can't take the puck. Anaheim comes out with it. Centering pass. Oh, Jacob had him lined up. They just dump it and change. James picks it up at the bottom of the circle. He comes up off the boards, but it's picked up because of a bad bounce off the boards to back to Anaheim. They maintain possession. Anaheim gets it, skates it up in the near boards, and then backhands it. Everybody's piling up on that big ref. 9:40 remaining in the first period. There's a good job by Jacob to push the kid over and take the puck away from him, but then he just gives it away. Shot off the post. That was lucky as hell. Holy cow, and then we ice it. That was kind of insane. Yeah, turnover results in a shot that went off the post. Almost another goal for Anaheim. So, Riders down by 1 at 9:25 remaining in the first. Senya Landon and Chase out there on offense. Let me see. Oh, Bjorn. TJ, I think, is on the far side. Anaheim gets their center removed again. Puck drop, win back by Owen. TJ picks it up and sends it high up off the glass. The kid almost keeps it alive. We got a numbers game going here. Picked up by Landon. Landon's got some help. Landon circled away from pressure. Hits Owen. Owen sends one. Oh, come on. There was an open net. He couldn't backhand it, but he's getting it behind the net. Maintaining possession. Nice job. Oh, he had a shot, and that rebound was sitting in front of a three-quarter open net. All he had to do was tap it in backhand, but it was just in front of him. There's Bjorn with a shot and a glove save by their goalie, but he drops it, leaves it for their D, and they move it up the boards. Bjorn picks it up in neutral ice, backpedals a moment, leaves it for Owen. Owen touches it into the zone, but it's taken away by Anaheim, and then they go wide side in front of the Riders bench. TJ grabs it in the far corner, backhands it, bounces it off the boards one time to Bjorn. Bjorn moves it up, sticked out of the air by Anaheim, and then they maintain possession and shovel it down behind our net again. Back to Bjorn. Bjorn was looking for Ryan. Chase and Landon. Ryan is out there. Landon moves it up to Ryan. Ryan's got a breakaway. Ryan moves in, shoots one, saved by their goalie who's looking to go 5-hole. Nice opportunity. They swing it back down into our zone. Kane takes it. He hits Caden. Caden tries to get away, but loses the puck. Xander does a nice hit on the big kid. Ryan moves it to Kane. Kane, cross ice, tips it up. Lincoln is over there on that side. Ryan is coming in to help. So is Caden. Puck is loose. Lincoln takes it away, but it's taken by Anaheim again. Kid skates up through neutral ice and then gets the red line and dumps it back to, oh, Phillip was back there again. Ryan looking to hit Lincoln. Lincoln slams it from a low angle. Ryan, the rebound came back to Ryan. Ryan shot it. Goalie covered it for a whistle. That was a close one. Again, good pressure by that line. They're creating some opportunities, so that's nice. It's just going to be a matter of time. I'll just tell you that right now. That's my feeling anyway. Riddick, Colt, Jackson, Garcia is out there, as well as Lars and James on defense. James left, Lars right. Another whistle, I don't know why. Premature puck drop, I think. So hopefully you're all having a good Saturday evening, settling in for some more Rocky Mountain Rough Riders hockey action. Also came from, last night I told you we were watching the CSU hockey game, men's Division I hockey game. And unfortunately, CU wound up losing that game. I think it was maybe 4-2 or something like that. Oh, they put in an empty net at the end. CSU did. And that was at Fort Collins. CU lost, and then they had the rematch today. It's called the Rocky Mountain Face-Off or something like that. And it was a home game for CU. Played at the rec center. So a bunch of CSU fans, sold-out crowd. And there's Anaheim's getting in. Opportunity, slides at 5, and that's it. There's another goal for Anaheim. So there's number 2 from Anaheim. They made that one look easy. And so to finish the story, rematch today, CSU-CU at home. CU's up by 2 goals. I think it was 2-4. And CSU came back, tied it up, went into overtime. Full crowd, full house. Home game, last game of the year. Next game will be in January. And 3-on-3 in overtime. My son Jake gets out there with about a minute and a half left and gets the puck, and at 1:09 he puts it in the back of the net for the overtime winner. So that was pretty exciting. So we're hoping for a repeat here in the W column. CU showed the way. Jacob Smith bats it down and puts it on net, and then there's a glove save by their goalie. That was actually a good shot. I don't know if that was actually on frame, but it was dang close. New line out. Chase, Landon, Owen Senya, Bjorn, and TJ on defense. Puck is in the offensive zone to their goalie's left. Owen takes the draw. Puck drop, win back by Anaheim. They leave it for the near side D. He tries to work it up through the hash. Got some pressure there. Kid tips it up and over Bjorn, but Bjorn pulls it through. Kid's still harassing him. Bjorn has it, moves it up. Nice job. There's a good pass by Landon out to Senya. Senya goes to the outside, still holding on to the puck, moves it through, picked up by Landon. Landon moves it back to TJ. TJ's looking for another one today. TJ had 2 last night. Backdoor to Chase. Comes up. Bjorn fans on one. Keeps it alive. Nicely done, Bjorn. He chips it back down. Picked up by Lando. Lando moves it to Chase behind the net. Chase might do a Michigan. We've seen him do it. TJ walks in, shoot, and scores. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. He's the guy that I was saying just scored 2 last night, and he got his 3rd right now. Good job, TJ. Gets us on the board. Way to go, boys. Nice work. All right, 2-1. Anaheim still up, but Riders are coming back. I had a feeling about TJ. Who got it? I don't know. Puck drop. Anaheim wins. Xander goes back. Xander getting some pressure. Xander inadvertently backhands it down behind the net. Ryan picks it up. Ryan's looking. Bounce passes it right into the ref again. That ref is like interrupting play in a major way. Or these refs are. I don't know exactly which one it is. Oh, nice move by that Anaheim kid. They move it up to the point. They come near side point. Shot goes through. Tipped just wide. Xander up the boards to Caden. Caden gives it away to Anaheim. Anaheim back down. Xander's going to have to go do it all again. Puts a body in front of him. Nice job, Xander. Uses that body. There's an exit pass. Lincoln is going hard. Their goalie holds it up. Sends it up and off the dasher. Kane pulls it down. Up into the netting and out of play. Face-off will be in the offensive zone. Riddick and Colton Jackson back out there. James Lars also on defense. Riddick wins it back. Nice job, Riddick. Riddick is dang good on those face-offs. Riddick one time from Colt. Misses wide right of the net. James pinches down. Jackson keeps it alive at the blue line. He sends it up off the glass and out of play. I think that bounced on the inside of the the Anaheim bench. How many players do they have? They have four. They have 4D sitting down, so they got 6D. And then they got 7 forwards out there, which is interesting. So they have 10 forwards and 7D. So their bench is a little bit lighter than ours. So they have 3 lines of forwards plus 1 extra skater. There's a fan on the exit pass. Jackson's harassing him. He peels around to the far corner. Kid sends one up and out, and that's going to be icing. 3:57. Remaining 2-1. Favor of Anaheim. New defensive pairing being TJ again and Bjorn. TJ is going to look for another one here. And Riddick wins that one again. Back up to Bjorn. Bjorn shoots one through. Doesn't make it through all the bodies, but the puck is bouncing in front. Colt comes in. TJ keeps it alive, gets it down. Oh, Colt jumps over his stick. And they have it. And they get it up and out. It goes between Bjorn's skates. He moves it across to TJ on the far side. TJ moves it up to Colt. Colt backhands it up to Jackson. Jackson tips it to himself with a backhanded draw up the stick. TJ tries to get it, and now it's a 2-on-1. But Bjorn's golf swings it out. Colt is there. Picked up by Anaheim, but Riddick goes after it, puts some pressure on him. Goes around the net, careful of the hooking, and he gets the draw, the call right there, and that's going to be a penalty coming on Riddick. Yeah, I saw that one. He's like, what, me? Yeah, it was a little bit, I mean, it was borderline. I guess you could make the argument. So we'll be on the PK for the first time. This is the first penalty of the game coming at 3:08. Looks like we got Lincoln and Owen out there to kill it for the front. And then Xander and Kane on defense. So face off in our zone, but then the refs think better of it. Well, the penalty, the face-off is coming right outside of the defensive zone. Owen takes the draw, picked up by Anaheim, and they're going to set it up. They drop it to the near point, go far side point, up to the top of it, back down to the far circle, cross. Nice stick by Lincoln to get a stick on that one and interrupt that. They walk it down. They're tightening it up a little bit. Back up to the top. Move it to the far side. Shot goes through just wide of the nets. They pick it up. Kane gets there, sends it up off the boards, and Lincoln gets it up, but not out, unfortunately. Kid gloves it down. Oh, Owen almost got it out. They zing it around to the far boards. Kane puts some pressure on him. Nice job, Kane ties him up. And we're at 111. Anaheim gets it up to the point. Lincoln puts pressure up again, top of the blue line, I guess. They move it. They switch. Kid sends it through. There's a backdoor chip. Kane grabs it. Kane has it. He sends it up and out. That's nicely done. Good job. All right, let's get a line change. There's 48 left in the man disadvantage. Good kill by that foursome. Let me see who's out there now. Caden and Lars and Jackson and James. So Anaheim has it, walking down near side circle, move it up to the near point. They move it wide side. Jackson almost got a full stick on it. I think he got a little piece of it, but they move it back up to the far point. Oh, and Caden dove for it. Back up to the near point, down to the near hash. Kid goes up to the point again. Shot sticked off of Phillip and up out of play. 8 seconds left and 1:16 in the period. Okay, Ryan, Lincoln, Lars, James. Ryan takes the draw. Puck is still loose. Picked up. Nice job by Ryan. He did a diving play to try to get that puck out of the zone. All right, we're back to full strength. Centering pass. Puck is loose in front. Goes into the corner. Ryan up off the boards. Senya's there. Lincoln's going with him. Leaves it for Ryan. They have to clear. Lincoln was just barely in the zone. Lincoln, makes a beautiful move. Can't quit through the defense skate. Leaves it for Senya. Senya loses it to Anaheim. They get it out of the zone, goes through neutral ice. Send one in. Blocker aside by Phillip into the near corner, and we reset. Wide side over to Owen. Owen gets through. Ryan's out there with Owen and Lincoln. Anaheim takes the puck, skates it into neutral ice, and then backhands it into the zone. They chase. TJ gets over there, forces his kid into the wall. Ryan tries to get it off. 9, 8, 7, 6 seconds. 5. Coming up and out. It's out, but that's going to be 2-1. And that's the end of the period. At the end of 1, we're down by 1. Anaheim 2, Rough Riders 1. So they got up 2 quick ones. We responded. TJ. I'll have to try to figure out who gave it to TJ, but I know the shot came from TJ. Okay, here we go. We're back. Period number 2, puck drop. Picked up by Chase. Chase goes wide. He brings it into the zone. He goes to the corner. Still has it behind the net. And still has it. Leaves it for Tej. Tej down to Owen. Owen tries to get it through. He dumps it off to Chase. Chase backhands it around to Owen. Owen gets tripped. No call. Ref is in the way again. Puck is up. Owen's back to his stick. Back to Bjorn. Bjorn. Owen. Owen moves it across. Chase can't pull it down. Bounces out of the zone through neutral ice into our zone. They go wide. Bjorn forces him around. Kid loses an edge into the boards. Picked up by Owen. Owen passes it up. Can't stick to Chase's stick. But it winds back up on Senya's stick. Senya leaves it for Bjorn. Bjorn gets the blue line. He makes a drive wide. Pulls up at the hash marks. Leaves it back for Lannon. Lannon puts a shot on. Saved by their goalie. Rebound out. Nobody can get it. Lannon moves it across to Caden. Caden sends one. Big pad save by their goalie. Big juicy rebound out front. Picked up by their guy. Lincoln is out there putting pressure on. Xander grabs the puck at the hash, near side boards. He floats it up and out of the zone, trying to hit Ryan. Off. And they get a free out. Ryan is still in the zone. This kid's going down the far boards. He sends one. Misses the net by a mile. Caden tries to get it up and out. They still have it down low. There we go. Nice job by Kane to step through and interrupt that one. Get there, Ryan. Get there. Ryan in the far corner. Moves it up to Lincoln. Lincoln backhands it up to Zando. Zando gets the blue. Makes a move around his guy. Can't get the body around him. He did get the puck around him. Puck is in the corner. Lincoln's battling for it. Picked up by Anaheim. Sent up and out. James grabs it. Sends it back in. Caden goes to pressure him. Almost gets a stick on that, and they move it up. James hits Jackson. They can't go in because there was a delayed offside. Now Riddick's after him. Colt is out there too. Lars and James on defense. Big outlet pass for Anaheim, and they get the zone. They go wide. James forces them. Kid makes a centering pass. Fortunately, it didn't connect. Jackson gets the loose change, and they go through into the zone. Riddick has it. Bottom and far near circle. Riddick! Oh! Was going to shoot that puck. Couldn't quite connect with it, and then he got tripped up. Riddick pushes it over to Jackson. Jackson sends it hard around the boards over to Colt. Colt's at the near hash. He gets tied up by 3 guys on him. Riddick comes in to try to get him. And puck winds up, splitting RD, going back to Phillip. Lars gets crushed up into the boards. He's taking some heat from a pretty big guy. But James is there. Oh, they have it. Kid was looking for a wraparound. Puck is loose in front. Picked up by Anaheim. Shot, glove, saved by Phillip. Nicely done, Phillip. Sorry, I'm so far away. Wish you could have seen that, but he was tracking that thing and had a beautiful save. So thank you, Phillip. New line, Jacob Smith, Jack Stewart, and Bjorn, and Fisher Gibson, and TJ Novakovic, otherwise known as TJ, or Novakovic. Shot! And that one dropped. TJ, but he gets back up because he's a tough mother. They move it to the wide side, near side boards, top of the circle, back up to the point. They're on 5-on-5, so we're kind of chasing our asses here a little bit. Bjorn loses an edge, goes down, back up to the near point, sends it through. Chip is not connected with. Jacob Smith gets over there on the boards. Kid backhands it through right in front, and TJ eats another one, deflects that puck into the near corner, and then he has to come in and try to get it. He gets it around to Bjorn, but he winds up sending it right into a Ducks player, and then he has to pick up the loose change, backhands it up, finally gets it out of the zone, and Jack tries to chase it, but they get it back in. Fisher has it, but he's getting harassed in a major way. There's a shot that misses wide, goes to the far corner, 12:43 remaining in the second period. I thought that kid got it in, snuck it on the backside, but then refs lost sight of it, and the net, I think, came off as well. And Philip was scrambling. And luckily, we got a whistle right there. Yeah, that net has to be replaced. So, lone goal for the Riders is courtesy of TJ, shooting one from in front of the Anaheim bench, just like he did yesterday. We got 2 like that yesterday, and number 3 today, so that's been a thing of beauty. Nice to see. Owen is out there with Landon. Owen loses an edge somehow. Kane picks up the puck, and then he flicks it up into the netting. Out of play for a whistle. Owen. Kane. Back to Owen. Owen skating up in front of the Riders bench. He makes a move around the outside. Backhand through the crease. Nobody home. Chase grabs it at the hash. Tries to. Picked up by Lando. Lando circles around. Tries to move back up to Xander. Xander does get it. Xander sends one toward the net, but it's just a little wide. Kane bangs it back down to the corner. Picked up by Anaheim. Chase is over there trying to work it off the boards. Lannon's waiting for it. And Owen is trying to get it up and out. Nice pinch by Kane. Kane's down there in the corner now. Landon's working the boards. Landon tries to get it up, and they get it up and over. No, sorry, that was Kane working it. Landon took over the point, and they move it D to D. Chase gets it in. Landon goes in. There's a whistle, cross-check on, must have been them, right? Because we had possession of the puck. Yep, cross-check on Anaheim. Number 983, I think. Kim is heading to the box, and we got our power play line out there. We got Caden, Ryan, Jackson, I think, up front, Bjorn, and TJ on defense. So, yes, that is who we have. Ryan takes the draw, loses it back. Anaheim picks it up. Jackson has it. Ryan gets it through the crease. Caden comes over to try to get it, and it gets up and out. Back to Bjorn. Bjorn to TJ. TJ back to Bjorn. Bjorn circles around away from pressure. He moves it up through neutral ice. It's taken away by an Anaheim player. He moves in, cuts to the middle, kicks it ahead to himself. Ryan is all over him. Gets out to neutral ice again, picked up by Anaheim and back in their zone, and they send a little muffin up. Taken away by Bjorn. He resets behind our net, skates it up, moves it up to TJ. TJ right underneath us, dumps it, rims it around. Ryan gets down there first. Ryan has it. He's behind the net. Ryan looking for some help. Who's over on this near corner? Nobody here. Senya comes in. Ryan's still out there. Man, we have not been able to do anything on this one. Woo! Owen walks in, shoots, misses high. TJ picks it up in front of our bench, moves it back down to Jackson. Jackson, so far it's been about 1:20 on this shift. Owen comes in, shot, misses wide left. Back to Lincoln. Lincoln can't get a good shot. And puck is picked up by Anaheim. And we got 26 seconds left. Kid skates it down and then just dumps it in the corner. 20 seconds. We got one more run at this. Up to Lincoln. Lincoln moves up and through. Lincoln has it behind the net. Moves it to Riddick. Riddick up to the point to Senya. Senya across. 5 seconds left. Wide hits the shoulder of Riddick. And now there's a battle. Riddick has it. Riddick moves it back up to Owen. Owen tries to get it through. He leaves it for Riddick, who loses an edge, and then Anaheim takes it away. There's going to be a tripping call on Owen. And we're going to be back in the box on another kill at 8:56, the remaining of the second period. Owen heads to the box, 2 minutes for tripping. Lars, Chase, Jackson getting a lot of time out there. He was just about on the power play. And Caden. Nice job. Jackson is very active. He's doing great. We have quite a few people watching this game tonight, including some scouts. Yeah, not bad. Puck is in the defensive zone. Jackson took the draw, came back to the point. Anaheim has it. They move it far side, the far point. Far corner again. Walking around, leaves it to the backside. Puck is in front. Puck is still loose. James comes away with it. James, big time off the glass. Jackson, look at that. Look at that kid go. Kid moves it across. Jackson almost gets it. Nice job by Jackson, and he frickin' hustles back. Look at him. He's back in the play. He was the first one down, the first one back. James picks it up and sends it. Oh, glove down right at the last second by the Anaheim D sitting at the near point. They walk down to the near corner. Oh, and there's a frickin' hit from behind by James into the boards. We're going to be down 2 for $1.11. Hopefully that's not a 2 and 10. Yeah, James is going to the box, joining Owen. And we're going to have 3 out there. The 3 are going to be Zando, Chase, and Lincoln. So this is where we got to hold it together. Maybe a 2 and 10. Yep. There's going to be another one heading to the box. Was that? Yeah, he had another one the last game. And he hit him from behind into the boards. So while our coaches are arguing the situation, yeah. I mean, you could go down. So they have our penalty box door cracked. I don't know what all the, what do they call that? A parlay, right? The refs are having a big chat, a big fat chat. And there goes, Jack goes to sit the 2. What? Do we need a co-announcer? Let's vote. Good thing I don't have any means for comments or votes. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I can open up comments. That would be kind of fun, right? For people to say like where you are and where you're watching from. That's always fun. And then I can read it out. So Chase takes the face. Chase at center. And puck is loose, comes back. 5 on 3 for 111. And then we're going to be, they're just working it down. They're trying to tighten the noose. Nope. Lincoln. Oh, back door. There's a cover by. There we go. Way to go. Good job, Phillip. Way to stop that. And then Xander ran the kid a little bit. So that was about 20 seconds, 16 seconds or so off the clock. And we started with $1.11. Chase wins that one back. Xander up off the glass, but it doesn't get out. Gets to their point. Number 19 walks across the blue. Moves it in. Back door. Kid wasn't Didn't connect on that one. They're at the bottom of the near circle, up to the point. Shot, blocker to side. Lincoln goes to the corner. Nice job. All right. Causes him to drop his stick. They move it back up to the point. Walk down to the far corner. Centering pass, doesn't connect to the backside guy, sitting on the back door, move it across, walks across, comes, moves at the top of the circle. Didn't get all his wood on that one. Picked up by Anaheim in the near corner. Centering pass, nice job by Xander to deflect it. Picked up by Anaheim behind the net. They're at the bottom of the far corner, move it up to the top. Near side, backside. Can't connect on it. We got 5 seconds left on the two-man advantage. One-timer goes in the near side post. And Anaheim goes up by another one. 2-1. 3-1, sorry. That was a bummer, huh? What's our co-announcer have to say about that?
I mean, I don't know. They look good.
Yeah, they were doing everything right. Okay. It's a new day. James is still in the box, but we're back to 5 people. 4. Yeah, we should have 4. Only one of those cleared. Wait, how many seconds were left on that? On that penalty? I think it might have been done. I think 1 cleared. I think it's, yeah. He was in the box, but he came out right at the end, right? Right when they scored? Yeah, but there's another 49 seconds left. So, yeah, we got 5. Yeah. Only, you're right. So, Jack was cleared by the goal. Owen's penalty expired, and then Jack's was cleared by the goal. Or Jack's sitting was cleared, right? So James is going to be in there for the rest of the period. We got Owen out there with Landon and Chase. They backhand it out. There's Bjorn on defense. Picks up the puck, rubs off an attacker. He holds up behind the net. He goes wide side, moves it up to Landon. Landon skates it up. Big up pass up to Chase. Chase gets it into the zone, and they get it back out. And deep into our zone. Off the end boards, picked up by Bjorn. Bjorn, near side corner. Kid comes in with a high elbow. There, yeah, that jammed. Yep. Elbow to the head. To the head! No, that was Bjorn took it. Elbow to the head. I saw it very clearly. That should be a 2 and 10 for a headshot. All right, power play line out there. Riddick, Landon, Senya, Lincoln, and Chase. Lincoln has it, moves it to Landon. Landon to Owen. Owen at the near point, back over to Landon, far side. Gets over his stick. He moves it down to Chase. Chase backhands it on the boards. Riddick gets it at the hash. He moves it back up to Owen. Owen across to Landon. Landon tries to get it through a skate. Back to Senya. Senya, one-timer. Oh, nice setup. Good save by their goalie. I'll have to give him that. That was a quality save. Senya keeps that one alive. Moves it across to Landon. Landon walks down, turns around, moves it to Owen. Owen walks the line over to Riddick, top of the near circle. Riddick circles around. Riddick moves in. One-timer. Can't connect with Chase on that one. Chase was looking for the big one-timer, and Anaheim walks it up and out. $1:12 left on the penalty. Phillip holds it up behind our net. Owen grabs it, loses it in the deep snow in front of the net, and then he goes up to Lincoln. Lincoln gets into the zone, leaves it for Chase. Chase pulls up, gets it up to Owen. Owen back to Chase. Chase far side, leaves it down to Landon. Landon behind the net. Landon moves it in front. Lincoln, puck is loose. Whistle is blown. 2 guys of ours almost go in the net, one being Lincoln, the other being Chase. And okay, 46 seconds left on the man advantage. Lars Xander, Caden, I think that's Ryan at center. Yep. And then Colt. Colt goes back to the boards. Caden's trying to get it. Colt has it. Ryan's helping. Let me get the camera on the action. Anaheim picks it up. They get it up and over. Lars, Xander rushes back, but he's got some pressure on him. Xander swats at it, misses it. Picked up by Anaheim. Centering pass. Puck is loose in front. Picked up by Colt. He loses an edge, and the net. I don't know what happened. That kid, like, dropped the the whole net was on his shoulders. I don't know who ran him or what happened exactly, but that net is way off. See the post? It's like 3 feet out. Okay, faceoff is going to be outside of the defensive zone, right in front of the Anaheim bench. Ryan works it. We have 22 seconds remaining. Puck is won back by Anaheim, and they slam it down. Philip holds it up. He bangs it to the near boards. Picked up by Anaheim at the hash. Kid circles around, centering pass. Nobody from his team is there. Fortunately, Colt was there from our team. He skates it through and then dumps it. 5 seconds. 4, 3. Oh, shit. Here's an odd man rush heading the other way. Shot goes wide, hits the glass on the near boards. They send it all the way over in front of the bench, and then Colt gets there to put a stick on it, and it's chipped up into their bench. 4:01 remaining in the second period, and the Riders are down by 2 of a score to 3-1 Anaheim. New line in, back to 5-on-5. Couldn't convert on that one, unfortunately. Fisher takes the draw. Jacob is out there. Jack Stewart. Here. Jack Stewart is out there. Jacob Smith. I have one other one. Jacob gets rubbed into the boards. And Fisher goes down. He gets a stick on it. Puck is loose in front of the Riders' bench. Taken away by Anaheim. Jacob, almost got that one. There we go. Jack turns the corner. Jack sends it in, and he chases hard. Off. He has to pull away. I don't know who is off. Luckily, I discovered that I had my hand warmers in my backpack, so I have those fired up right now. Shot, low angle shot off the side of the net, or Philip made the save. Either way, it wound up in the near corner. We can't get it up and out. Fisher's pushing it. Anaheim still has it. They leave it for themselves. Back up to the point. Kid gets a shot. It goes about 4 feet wide left of the net. Centering pass. Jack does get a stick on that. There's a shot. There's a save by Philip. Goes behind the net, and it's picked up by Bjorn. Bjorn can't get it all the way out. Fisher tried to get it out. They have it in. There's a puck loose in front. Jack, again, is there. Jack loses it. Anaheim takes it. 2:44 remaining. Who's that? Fisher going down on top of somebody? No, that was Jacob Smith. Fisher comes in to try to get it off the boards. Jacob goes down again. They have it at the point. Shot blocked. Where's the puck? Where's the puck? I don't even see it. Did that make it through to Philip? Yeah. It was under his arm, under his blocker arm, or his stick arm. Man, I didn't even see that thing make it through to him. Just under 2.5 minutes left in the period, and then we'll be doing an ice cut. So hang on for a few. Don't warm up your hot chocolate yet. Or refill your Coors Light, whatever it is that you like. TJ grabs it at the hash, gets it through. And moves it. Shot on net by TJ. Looking for a long range dirty goal. Landon. They skated out. Lars drives him wide. Shot on net. Sticked aside by Phillip. Pushed into the near corner. Owen is there. He backhands it around to Lars. Lars leaves it for Owen. Owen bounce pass up to Landon. Landon tried to do a backhand hit up to Chase. Chase gets back on Owen's stick, and then he gets rubbed up right in front of the clock. There's a shot that goes up and over. Makes it back up here. Chase has it. Chase floats it to center ice and is picked up. Oh! And then he gets, what is that called when it goes right between your legs? Megged? Something like that. Oh, nice job by Lars to shovel that puck up into the zone. We're at 1:21 left. Chase was banging with the kid. Puck comes out, picked up by Owen. Owen back to TJ. TJ sends one in. Blocker to side. Jackson is out there. Riddick is out there. Shot up and over. Colt. Xander sends it up, makes it through. Jackson, one-on-one. Jackson moves to the inside. Shot doesn't get a good angle on that. Colt picks up the rebound. Puck is in front. Colt was trying to get it to somebody in front. He did a nice job. There's tripping on Colt, but there's no... Hit him! Whistle is blown. Not exactly sure why. Maybe because the kid was just pinning the puck up. I don't think there's a penalty coming. 32 remaining in the period. Riddick takes the draw. Puck is loose. Anaheim grabs it, skates it out through neutral ice. Kid's driving hard. Nice job by Phillip. Good save. 22 remain. All right, line change. Bjorn, Lars, Ryan, Caden, and Lincoln out there. Ryan takes the draw. 22 seconds left in the period. Ryan gets removed. Caden comes in. One back by Anaheim. They send it down behind the net. Bjorn picks it up. Bjorn gets rubbed up into the boards. Still has it, though. Nice job, Bjorn. What's going on? Nice job by Lars to get it up. There's it pushed ahead. We got 13 seconds. Caden's moving it. Ryan has it. Ryan sends one. Pad saved by their goalie. Big rebound comes out. They're coming the other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Wide buzzer. And that wraps up 2 periods of play. Riders down by 2. 3-1 is the score. And the teams are heading to the locker rooms. So hang in there with us for about 10 or so minutes. Watch your screens. We'll be back for our final period of exciting action from South Suburban in Littleton, wherever the heck we are, South Denver. Score, Riders 1 on a goal by TJ, Anaheim 3. Talk to you in a few.
Oh shit, John, sorry. I need to move this one because they're just moving down more and more. And I have no room.
Okie dokie, welcome back. Time to focus. Last period. Let's go, boys. We got one period to score 3 goals. Lars and TJ on defense. Up front, Landon, Owen, and Chase. Puck drop at center ice. Puck is into our zone. Kid walks across the middle. Shot. Score. 4-1 Anaheim. That took 11 seconds. So we got a new line out there now. That's hurt. That hurts. That's going to be, they're going to make it a little more difficult to come back from. Ryan, Riddick at center, and Lincoln. Looks like we're changing things up a little bit, at least on this line. Bjorn takes it. Lincoln makes a move to the inside, pushing it towards the net. Ryan is there. Puck comes back up to Bjorn. Bjorn sends it down behind the net. Over to Riddick in the far corner. He shovels it back to Ryan. Ryan picks it up in the far corner. Gets dumped. Anaheim takes it over. 3-on-2, 3-on-3 going the other way. Kid moves to the middle. Shot. Ooh, that was a beautiful shot by that kid, but a great save by Phillip. Lincoln loses an edge, gets up, pins him up on the boards. Puck is swung up and out. And then Lars touches it inadvertently, and it goes for offside. So now who do we have? Caden is out there with Colt and Jackson. Lars and Kane on defense. So we did switch the lines up a little bit. Let's see how it all works out. Jackson moves it across to Colt. Colt up through neutral ice. Makes a move to the inside. Still has it. Oh, loses the handle. Right at the last second. One-time opportunity from Colt to Caden. And just missed that one. Anaheim comes out. Peels around at the hash. Back up to the near point. Backhanded. Big bouncing. Phillip jams it into the corner. There's a penalty coming on Colt. He didn't really do anything, just kind of stumbled into the guy. And we're going to be down a man. Colt is that roughing? What's it where they hold out their arm? Anyway, it's that one. It's a 2-minute call. And James is still in. James is still in the box. He's probably got a couple more. I know. He's sitting out half this game, it seems like. All right, man down. Bjorn, Landon, Owen, TJ out on the far side. Owen takes the draw. Puck drop. Back to Anaheim. They walk the line, near point. Shot goes through and goes in. That makes it 5-1. That took 10 seconds on that one. That was fast. That was faster than the previous one, which took 11 seconds. That one only took 10. Now we got Fisher out there with Jack and Jacob, Bjorn and TJ on defense. 5-1 is the damage. Puck drop back. Split their D. Goalie moves it up to the D. Backhand up and out. Kid moves around TJ. We have it in neutral ice. Jacob backhands it on net, covered by their goalie for a whistle in the offensive zone. 14:41 remaining in the 14:41 remaining in the third period. Fisher takes the draw. Jacob off to his right and Jack off to his left. Fisher gets removed. Jacob comes in. Jack switches positions. Puck drop. Win back for Anaheim. We've been losing a series of face-offs here. There's a good battle by Jacob. But they move it up and out. That's going to be icing. Face-off back down in the offensive zone. Here, do you want one of these?
What? I don't know.
Face off. Jack is there. Oh, there we go. Jack. Oh, Jack had an opportunity. Puck gets out. One-on-one. Bjorn goes over. Nice job, Bjorn. And then that's corralled in by... There should be a penalty coming. Philip totally tripped that kid. Hooked his feet. Yeah, and he flew like Superman. That was pretty hilarious, but luckily no penalty called. Xander Kane on defense. Owen back out there with Landon and Chase. Okay, come on, guys. Let's just play. It's getting late. Puck drop. Swung around behind. Taken by Kane. Kane up to Landon. Landon gives it back to Kane. Kane moves it out to nobody, but it's in neutral ice, and he chases it. Tries to get through. Xander steps up, punches it up the boards. Picked up by Anaheim at the red line. Skated across the blue. Xander, nice hit. Puts a kid up onto the bench, not into the box, but there goes Chase. Chase makes a move around a kid and then goes down. I don't know if that was a tripping call, but it kind of went in our favor, so I'm going to take it. So we're up on the PP. For 13:45 left in the third. Lincoln, Riddick, Landon, Chase, Owen. Face off in the near corner. To their goalie's left. Riddick takes this face. He's been winning them. So I count on another win right here. Yep. Back to Senya. Senya moves it across. Lincoln. Oh, nice pass to Riddick, but it chipped wide. Back up to Senya. Senya walks in. Near side dot. Moves it. Still has it. Leaves it for Chase. Chase behind the net. One-handed. Back up to Lincoln. Lincoln moves it up to Senya. Senya moves it across to Landon. Landon walks in. Shot back door. Oh, shit. Lincoln was there. Lincoln's battling. Puck comes back up to Owen. Owen walks the line. Walks down. Shot goes in. Picked up by Anaheim and taken out of the zone. Riddick grabs it. Circles around away from pressure. Still has pressure on him, and he backs it around to the goal line. Moves it up to Landon. Landon leaves it for Lincoln. Lincoln goes trying to hit a cross-ice pass, but it goes off a defender, and then they pick it up behind the net and send it the length of the ice. Philip leaves it for Owen. Everybody resets. Jackson is in there. Landon goes off. Ryan comes on. Goes over to Caden. Caden backhands it up. Kid goes down. Jackson has it. Still working it. Caden comes in to try to grab it. One kid is tying it up. There's 33 seconds remaining. on the man advantage. Ryan moves to the front of the net, but nobody's there. Senya's still out there. I don't know if he didn't get changed or what. He's working around. Shot misses up and over. TJ skates back, loses an edge. Ryan comes in to try to and picks up the loose change, moves it up to Anaheim. Anaheim leaves it in the middle. Ryan picks it up, and that's going to be offside. Penalty power play has expired. James is out of the box. We're back to 5-on-5. Speaking of 5, that's the score that they have. Unfortunately, we have 1. So, it's not going quite as planned. That's the inverse of what happened last night. We were on the upper end of this game, of the game last night, 5-1. Ryan takes the face. He's out there with Jackson and Caden. Oh, Jackson, nice job keeping it alive. They go off, line change. Colt comes on. Jack Stewart's out there. Caden picks it up. Caden skirts through center of the ice. He goes wide to Jack Stewart. Jack in front of the bench. Sends one through on net. Sticked aside by the goalie into the far corner. Picked up by Anaheim and then shoveled up and out of the zone. Comes to the near side boards. Anaheim backhands it into the zone. Bjorn with a nice body and a takeaway there. That was really nicely done. Good defensive play by Bjorn. Bjorn moves it across to Jack. Jack skates it in front of our bench. Gets the red line. Dumps it down just wide left of the net. Puck is behind. Jacob tries to get there. Jacob Smith. Colt is out there. Jack Stewart sends one in. Glove down by the goalie. A little bit of a rebound left. James picks it up and sends it on net. Their goalie holds on to that one for a whistle. James gets out there and makes his presence known right away after 10 long minutes cooling off. So we got Fisher, James, Lars, Jacob, Jack. Fisher takes the draw. I don't know what they were doing closing the door over here underneath me. The ref was. Puck is dropped, backhanded by Anaheim around. Chipped in, that's going to be... Puck is up. Oh, nice job by Jack to bat it out. Picked up by Anaheim. Anaheim dumps it down. Goes in the far corner just behind Phillip, and then Anaheim takes a shot. I think it rides a stick up into the netting. Line change. Ryan, Lincoln, Riddick. So it looks like we're kind of shaking the trees a little bit here, changing it up. Kane and Xander are on defense. All right. Riddick takes the face. Lincoln gets it up to Ryan. Ryan picks it up off his backhand, or tries to. Anaheim grabs it. Kane was lining the kid up. Xander goes back, puts a body on him. Kane, ooh, that's a nice little spin move by, I think that was Kim. Lincoln, no, that's Ryan. Oh, up to Lincoln. Lincoln touches it down. No icing. What? You touched that. $9:57 remain. Riddick gets bounced. Face off, loose, back to the point. Kid makes a move around Lincoln. Shot. Nasty shot. 6-1. Oof, that's tough. There's Lannon and Owen and Chaser out there. Bjorn keeps it alive in the zone. He moves it down to Owen. Owen centering pass to Bjorn. Bjorn walks in. Puck is loose in front. Landon tries to get a backhand off. There's a shot that's rejected by a defender. Picked up back in the defensive zone by Owen, and he circles away from some pressure. He moves it across to TJ in the far corner. TJ moves it up, and that will be on net, so no icing. Their goalie kicks it into the near corner. Oh, shit, here we go. TJ fell down. Kid had a breakaway. There's number 7 on the board for the Ducks. They're just opening it up, and it's just becoming a little bit ridiculous at this point. So, that hurts. Okay. All right. 7-1. Puck drop. Back to James. James. Lars moves it up. Anaheim takes it. Moves through center. They're moving the pass. Moving the puck well. Passing. We're chasing our butt quite a bit. James. Phillip dropped his stick. Jackson picks it up. Picks up the puck, I mean. Phillip is the back there picking up his stick. Out of frame, and ooh, Cole freaking hammers out a kid, and he's going to be heading to the box for roughing, I would imagine. That's going to be roughing. Yeah, 45 goes to the box. Let's see what the call is. I mean, it was a pretty big hit. I don't know if it was a penalty. Let's see if he holds his, arm out, roughing, I guess. So Heidi's in the box, keeping him company. And we got 2D out there. We don't have any forwards. Lincoln steps up. Ryan steps up. Ryan. Oh, nice job. Ryan almost got it out. Shot. Fucking score. Holy shit. Wow. I didn't even really see that one. That was a shot from the point, and I think a tip down low. They're making it look easy against us. Ooh. Wheels are falling off the bus. Fisher's out there to hold things together with Jacob and Jack Stewart. Somebody's getting a lot of points in this game, and it ain't us. Big one-timer. Oh, caught the back part of Phillip's pad. Jacob moves it up to Jack. Jack tries to move it to the inside, trying to one-hand it around a kid. Jacob. They try to move him off the puck, but they can't because it's Jacob. Anaheim takes it away. Jack tries to pull it up. Fisher grabs it. Fisher sends it into the zone, and that's going to be icing. So it looks like we've got that new lineup of Riddick at center, Ryan on a wing, Lincoln on a wing. Oh my gosh, how did that kid get that shot off? Phillip gloved it, but I mean, Bjorn was there working him, And the kids still managed to get one off. Our only goal, as a reminder, way back when, came from TJ. Okay, Bjorn, hard up off the glass. Picked up by Riddick. Riddick backhands it around. Lincoln was there, but he couldn't quite turn the corner on an Anaheim player. Anaheim's grabbing it. Puck is loose. Picked up by Lincoln. He sends it down behind the net. Picked up by Anaheim. Off the boards on the far side. Chipped out to the middle. Ryan grabs it. Ryan, shot. Oh, rebound was there, but they bring it out of the zone. 3-on-3 going the other way. Offside. 5:08:07 run clock. That'll take the time more quickly now. I guess we need it at this point since it is 8 o'clock. 8-1 is the damage. Just when you think that things are going well, looking good after that Phoenix game, Anaheim comes and puts the buzzsaw to you. Sanders out there. Kid walks around. Kane, centering pass. Puck is coming out to the point. Moves it back up. Shot blocked by Xander. Nicely done. They get another shot in there, and there's a penalty coming on cross-check on Anaheim. I think he was cross-checking Xander, not 100% on that one. But number 11, something ski, blah, 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 ski, goes to the box. And Owen, Landon, Lincoln, Chase, Riddick come out. 4:13 remain. We got this hard stop on that whistle. Win back. There we go. Landon moves it across. Chase fakes the one time. Landon back to Chase. Chase up to Senya. Senya over to Landon. Landon walks in. Down to Chase. Chase. Riddick. Hard shot. Covered by their goalie. Lincoln was right there to try to screen and or get the rebound. So that was pretty good puck movement, have to say. Not too bad. I'm not disappointed in that little chain of events. Another win back by Owen. Good job. Landon over to Riddick. Riddick back to Landon. Landon down up to the top. Over to Landon. Landon shoots one. Goes wide. Riddick picks it up. Sends it back down to Lincoln. Lincoln takes it away. Brings it up. And, oh, shoot. Landon shot it. Went off the knob of the stick. Senya's fell down in the snow. 3:05 left in the game. Landon comes in. Moves it across to Riddick. Riddick sends it out of the zone. Owen has to hustle back. He's got some pressure on him. Circles away. Nicely done. Moves it up. 42 left. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Landon. Chase. Lincoln. Big one-timer. Just misses. Comes up and out. 28 left on the power play. 26-25. Up to Ryan. Ryan into the zone. Leaves it for Colt. Colt. Back to Ryan. Chase is still out there somehow. Lars sends one through. Picked up by their D. Xander gloves it down and puts it back into the zone. Colt has it. He gets jumped up into the glass. Caden is out there. Lars goes back. Power play expires. There's a big pass up. Caden grabs it. Gets across the blue. Loses an edge. Leaves it for Anaheim. They go off wide side around Xander. Kid moves through. Man, puck is in front. Shot. Saved by Phillip. Ryan picks up the pass. Takes it up and out. Goes all the way. Tries to shoot his shot, and then he jumps down on the kid down there. They both go down in a heap. But meanwhile, play goes on. Puck is driven towards our net, and then Phillip finally covers that one up and stops the play at 1:24:23 run clock. This should go off pretty quickly. 8-1 is unfortunately what I have to report tonight. So, Jacob Smith is in there. Kane, Fisher, Jackson, and James. All right, down to under a minute. Oh, nice job by Jackson. This kid, number 57, Harper, took a shot in the face. Oh, I don't know by who. Jacob looking to make it happen late in the game. Puck is picked up by Anaheim, and they airmail it up. Oh, stick down by a high stick by Kane, but that's all right. He forces a turnover there. Kid walks in through the middle. Phillip makes a nice save. And Fisher bangs it up the glass. 11 seconds remaining. Oh my God. Jackson frickin' jumped at that kid. I think there's going to be some extracurricular stuff going on here. That's the end of the game. I'm surprised there wasn't a little bit more retaliation, but that was rather painful. And then what's going to be it's going to be painful tonight is a short night because we have an 8 a.m. game tomorrow against a team from Canada. So we are going to be early, a faraway rink from us, so it's going to be an early morning. So I'm going to sign off. Thanks for sticking with me through this game. Sorry I had some bad results to report, but there was a good one from TJ early on. He got his third of the weekend. That was a beautiful thing. The other beautiful thing is your support. We appreciate you watching. Thanks for listening and listening to my droning. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Look forward to it. You're going to have to get up early for it, though.